Good afternoon now, as it's 12:01, and welcome to game number 4 today of the Andrews Hockey Oyster Cup Day 2 from Rink B at McLaughlin Arena. This is another 2011 division matchup featuring the Riptide, who are playing their second game of the day, and they're taking on the Nova Scotia Stars, who should be relatively fresh for this one. Again, 4th straight game we've seen in this division here on Rink B, and I've been happy to call all of it here. I'm Jordy Carraher, as we see Max Keogh bringing it in for the Riptide, only for Connick to send it back the other way for the Stars. Here's McEntee. He scored this morning. That one kept in by Wyant, or sent back the other way, I should say. McDonald with that shot. Cannon with a wrister. Stars looking to get an early jump here on the Riptide. And it's kept in. Opportunity here out in front. That was Hene, I believe, right in front. Puck still bouncing out in front as that shot from Scarlett Turner was blocked. Turner with another opportunity. Kept in by Hene. Now the Riptide going back the other way. And this is, I believe, number 3 here. Or 9, excuse me. So it's Wyand. Over to Hene. And he'll just dump it in and go for a change. Rose on the pressure here with McCollum getting it, that being Luca McCollum. And Riptide, of course, in the black jerseys with the white gradient on the bottom. And here's Mood back the other way. That shot off the shoulder, off the cross, or off the post. Critical opportunity there for the Riptide to get on the board early. And now here's Ripley. Ripley with the shot. That one stopped. And that is... It was Burke Mills who played this morning. Carter Hennessy in for the Riptide in this one. Luca McCallum. Up the middle. Intended for Baglow. Instead, Rose headed back the other way. Now here's Baglow. Poked forward. Here's Tucker Gates. Centering pass. That one intended for Roach, who had a goal this morning. That one comes out to Keogh. He'll one-time that. Big stop. And that's a good opening touch there from the Stars goaltender. I believe that to be number 30, which would make him Wyatt Publicover. And now the Stars back in their own end, as that was Knight Al-Qaid. Please tell me if I've got that pronunciation wrong, as that one could trip me up for sure. Now Hartman. Back out to McEntee. That one on net. Loose puck. Harper stopped by Publicover. So a couple of good opportunities both ways to start this game. 8:37 to go in the opening period. Still scoreless. The faceoff will come to Publicover's left. Now Turner trying to push her opponent off the puck. Myers just missed on that shot. Now Mood trying to get it centered. Will come out to the point. That one wristed back on goal by Hines. Now Jax Myers with it. Myers being pressed there by Turner from behind. Now Wyand battling with Jace Myers. Comes out to Hines. He'll wind and fire. Scores! Tyson Hines with the heater. And that's going to put the Riptide up 1-0 just under 4 minutes into this one. Full credit to Tyson Hines there. Picked his spot, wound up. Picked the corner with the big slapper. Looked like there might have been a little bit of traffic in front of Publicover. Not much he could do there. Now we'll see how the Stars respond. McDonald That one's sent forward. And now over to Luca McCollum. Down to Baglow. David Baglow trying to center it. Finds Gates. He shoots that one off of Keaton's shin pad. And now Cannon moves it forward. Here's McDonald. McDonald just tries to send it into the zone. Now the Riptide regrouping. Sent around for Luca McCollum. Roach will get there first. And hops over Broderick's stick. And there's Niall Cade with it. Now here's Cannon. Has that one poked away, and now Hene. Hene with an opportunity earlier. That's a stop from Hennessy. Liam Hene has had a couple of good chances here already. And he could be the one to break the ice for the Stars, potentially. As Hennessy will hold on to that. 6:53 to go in the opening period. Riptide up 1-0, courtesy of a goal from Tyson Hines. Now the face-off coming to Hennessy's left. And he'll just steer that one behind the net. Here's Hines again. Pushes that one forward. Mood over to Jax Myers. Myers being pressured by Niall Cade. And the Stars try to clear, but Griffin keeps it in. Now here's Myers centering pass. Loose puck in front. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Niall Cade trying to get it out. And centering pass. What a save there from public cover. One-timer. Jax Myers about 3 feet away from the crease. Public cover up to the task. Now Myers gets it back. Centering pass from Mood. That one goes wide. Riptide pressuring here. They certainly don't look like the team that's played the second game. Hines, that shot blocked. And that took a number out of Niall Cade. Myers right there on top. And that went off the bar. Jax Myers looks up to the heavens. He can't believe that. And if there was video replay, I would have to take a look at that, certainly. But now the Stars trying to go the other way, only to have it called too many men on the ice. And indeed there are 6. It got touched up. Let's see who's going to be serving it. Looks like it's going to be Ripley off to the box. So with 5:38 left in the opening period, Riptide have an opportunity to double their lead. One back by Baglow. Back to McCollum. Cross ice there to Liu. And that one gets on net. Roach with the extra dig. But public cover able to handle it. And so we'll try it all over again. One again by the Riptide. Back to Liu. He winds and fires. That one just wide. And that one slapped down by Connick. Hennessy handles that. David Liu back for it. Now here's Baglow. Stretch pass finds Hartman. Gavin Hartman here. Working his way around the outside. Nice dish back to Harper. He shoots. Nice block from Scarlett Turner. And public cover is able to cover up the rebound. Minute 15 left on this Riptide power play. 4:53 left in the opening period. Again, Riptide leading this 2011 division matchup 1-0. Face-off coming to public cover's right. And the Riptide control it. Here's McEntee. Cross to Myers, back to Keogh. Jax Myers tried to center. He gets it back. Cross ice finds McEntee. Down low, Jace Myers is going to pick that one up. Dished off to Mood. Back to Jace Myers. Set around, Mood will get it behind the net. Good pressure here from the Riptide. Out to McEntee. He'll rip it. That one just wide. Keogh picks it up at the point. That one off a body and shuttled into the corner. And losing the handle on that was Mood, but he'll get it back, pressuring McDonald. And Keogh holds it in again at the line. Tried to find Myers with that, just out of his reach, so McEntee will shovel it into the corner. Down to 10 seconds left on this power play. McEntee with it again. And that one goes wide as Jace Myers will pick it up. That'll bring us back to 5-on-5. Riptide still set up here, though. Jax Myers tries to center for Mood. Now McDonald trying to clear, but it comes out front to McEntee. That shot wide. Broderick slops at it. Keogh pinches to keep it in. Lines get changed up here a little bit as Roach will go in off the McEntee shot. And McDonald will slap that one out. Handled by Baglow. And that'll give the penalty killers an opportunity to change up. Obviously a long shift for them. And a well-earned rest for that core. And that one fired in by Nael Kaid. And now coming back the other way, this is Griffin. Caleb Griffin. Taken down off the puck. Looked like Sim might have been in there. Along with Rose. Now Gates. Centers to Griffin. He shoots. Glove down by Publicover. I tell you, Wyatt Publicover, he's looked really good here so far. He's made a couple of really strong saves. Meanwhile, at the other end, Carter Hennessy not really tested, but again, nothing's by him so far, so hard to argue with that. Face-off coming to Wyatt Publicover's right. Harper wins it. Now Connick. He's able to get it out. O'Keefe back the other way. Emerson O'Keefe centers to Harper. But that gets cleared, and now it's a foot race. Connick and McCollum. Connick gets to the puck, but McCollum with the nice defensive play to neutralize the shot. Wyant keeps it in. Now the Riptide out with it. Here's Hartman. Off the pass from Harper. Hartman taken down by Turner. No call there. And that's McNeil trying to push it forward, but cut off by Liu. And that's Keogh who has it poked away. Had to make sure they had the right number of people on before proceeding. And now that's sent across by McEntee over to Jax Myers. Now Jace Myers follows up. Mood in there battling. Scarlett Turner comes out with it. I've been really impressed with Scarlett so far. As that one gets sent down the ice. No icing on that, but no penalty kill either. So I didn't see a tip, but hey, you never know. There might have been something different on ice level. As we're into the final minute now of this opening period. Riptide still leading 1-0. And that one's going to be kept in by the Stars. McEntee will try and skate it out. Finds Baglow. David Baglow. Nice pressure there from Broderick to force him outside. Centering pass. Roach was right there, but got caught up in the skates of the Stars defender. And now McEntee with it. Back the other way. Gates battling with McDonald. Now here's Roach. Hanae's going to get to the pass. Shuttles it up to McDonald at the red line. He cuts across. The toe drag doesn't work, and now the Riptide back the other way. 5 seconds to go. Baglow with the rush. Hines tried to drag the leg, but nothing comes of it. And through 12 minutes of play in this 2011 division matchup, the Riptide lead the Nova Scotia Stars 1-0. And as we head to the second period, I'll take a break for about a minute, and then we'll bring it back for the second period of action. So stay with us here at the Andrews Hockey Oyster Cup. Looks like we're just about set to go here for period number 2 as the Stars forwards will come out. And we are immediately underway. Harper shuttles it back to Griffin. Over to Hartman. Now Wakeham in the middle of the ice. Able to reverse that. Now O'Keefe. Emerson O'Keefe has that one poked away, and now Wakeham sends it across the ice. Connick unable to advance it. Back out to Nael Kaid. Up to Wakeham. Or Wakeham or Hakeham? Let me take a look at the program just to make sure. It is Mason Wakeham. The W's and the H's don't look a whole lot different from a distance. But here's Wakeham on the puck. And he gets it. Unable to get a full shot off, and now the Riptide back the other way. Here's O'Keefe. Up the middle, here comes Mood, and he scores! He's in an awfully good mood after that, is Jackson Mood. And that's got to make his teammates feel pretty good too, as the Riptide go up 2-0 early in the second period. So a nice play there overall. As again, it was Jackson Mood who was able to finish that one off. Now McCollum. Up to Mood, the most recent goal scorer. Looking for more here, but leaves it for Jace Myers. Now Lou will get to step into a shot. That one just wide. Mood on the rebound, nearly got it. And now coming forward for the Stars is Bassam Nahas. Ripley in on the puck. Nahas in there as well. But now the Riptide headed back the other way. Here's Cooper Roach. Around the outside. Centering pass just over Jace Myers' stick. Certainly the right idea there from Cooper Roach. Maybe just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. Now here's Lou. Back to Keogh. That's over to Bagelol. Bagelol pushed off that puck, but Keogh's there to follow up. Max Keogh now. Shuttled across. Bagelol will pick that one up. Hane with a nice poke defensively to get that one away. And now the Riptide have to clear. McEntee. Back to Keogh. Off of McEntee's skate. Now Bagelol headed back the other way. Tucker Gates now. Gates being watched closely by Wyand. We'll send it around to the other side for Harper. Now Wyand will try and break out. And that's Hane with the pass over to McDonald. But it gets turned over in the neutral zone, and here comes Harper down the boards. Harper watched by Wyand after beating Turner on the outside. And now McEntee, battling with Hane on the boards, comes out to Hartman. And the Stars will push it out. Hane off the boards. Out to McEntee. Now Caleb Griffin. Up to Jax Myers. Myers across the line. Hartman can't hold on. Takes a bit of a spectacular spill there in the middle of the ice, as the Stars will send it down. Here's Hines. He got the first goal here to get things going for the Riptide. And now Jackson Mood has followed up here in the second period. Now Griffin will settle things down. Off the boards, only gets to McNeil. Now Jace Myers will try and get past. And Jax Myers succeeds. He's in alone over to Jace. What a stop there from Publicover. Wyatt Publicover turning in a heck of a performance here through the first 16 minutes or so of this matchup. And certainly 30 in white, keeping his team in it. And keeping it in the zone there was Griffin. One shuttled up. And now here's Wakeham. Up to McNeil. Everybody stays on side. Wakeham trying to drive the net. My goodness, the hands there on Mason Wakeham. That was in tight. Couldn't quite get it, but still a great effort. And jumping in front of that one was, I believe, Hines, and that's going to send the Riptide back the other way. Roach. Centering pass, that just over the net from Gates. Might have just rolled up on the stick at the last possible second as intensity's starting to pick up here on both sides. Shot from Bagalow, stopped by Publicover. Gets his own rebound. Has it poked away, though. Now off the boards goes McNeil. Lou going back, and that's going to be icing. So, everybody take a breath here. 6:48 to go in the second period. And the Riptide lead this one 2-0. As we're only about 10 minutes past what the actual game start was, things running a little bit faster here at McLaughlin Arena today. A little bit ahead of schedule as McEntee sends that one across for Keogh. Max Keogh into the middle of the ice, tried to find O'Keefe. But instead, it's going to be a foot race here between McEntee and Nahas. And now it's sent across to Hartman. Up the middle to Harper. But O'Keefe gets it. O'Keefe shoots, scores! Emerson O'Keefe with the opening. Fires it over Publicover's blocker shoulder. And that's going to extend the Riptide's lead. It's now 3-0. And they're looking for more here off the draw. And they might have an opportunity. Here's Mood. He's in. He scores! Couple of super quick goals here for the Riptide. I don't even know if there were 10 seconds in between those two markers. But Jackson Mood with his second of the game. That's going to make it 4-0 here, Riptide. And just like that, the gap is opening up. And the Tide seem to be taking a definitive turn for lack of a better term. Now here's Hines. Looking for another one. Taken away by Turner. Nice play there from Scarlett Turner to erase that. Now headed back the other way is Hene. Gets around Griffin. Centering pass, that's intercepted. And now Gates coming with a head of speed. Gets around the outside, has Roach driving, but trying to go high there was Gates and nearly had it. Publicover getting the glove up. Here's McDonald now. And he pulls his teammates offside with that little hesitation at the blue line. So they got to tag up. It allows Lou to get the puck. Now Gates. Loses it to Cannon. Backhands it back to McCollum. McCollum still with it, but it's turned over to Hene. Centering pass here for Cannon. That's the best stop Hennessy's had to make today. Now back the other way is Harper. Teddy Harper. Swung around to Hartman. He'll wind and fire. Publicover stops it. So an even 5 minutes left in the second period now. The Riptide have really opened things up as it's now a 4-0 lead. And again, those two goals back-to-back certainly a bit demoralizing if you're on the Nova Scotia Stars side of things. Obviously still enough time to make that up, but those were boom plays, and Myers nearly had another. Jace Myers with it. Looking for Jax. Instead, Mason Wakeham is going to go the other way. Great back check, though, from Jax Myers to take that one away and over to McEntee. Now cross ice. Jax Myers pokes it forward. Gets that one past Broderick. Cutting into the middle. Nearly had that one. Now McEntee on the pinch. And Jake McEntee serving his options. Jax Myers just misses. How? Well, it didn't matter too much as Mood's got his hat trick. And that's going to make it 5-0 here for the Riptide. And pull off those hats. I was just about to say, Jax Myers has to be wondering how in the name of gosh he hasn't been able to pot one. He's had plenty of opportunities, but luckily Jackson Mood there to back him up. And now Bagalo the other way for the Riptide. Gates. Cross ice finds Roach. Nael Kaid sends it up. Now here's Rose. Has that one poked away. Cooper Roach backhands over to Hines. That one off the skate of Nael Kaid. And the Stars trying to advance it, but it got lost in Rose's skates. Bagalo centering. Intercepted by Ripley. Kept in by Gates. Tucker Gates. Surveying his options. Tries to find, I believe that was Roach in the middle of the ice. Gates gets it back. Down low. Centering pass for Roach. Kept in again. Tyson Hines. Cross ice to Roach. Back to Griffin. That one flips up. Bagalo's going to get it. Inside 3 minutes remaining in the second. Now here's Hines. That shot hits a couple of bodies on the way through, but Hartman, that hits the outside of the net. Bit of a premature celebration as the net comes off. And that takes us down to 2:45 remaining in the second period. Riptide leading this one 5-0. Face-off coming to the left of Wyatt Publicover here. And now the Stars headed back the other way. This is Connick. Cut off there by Lou. Kept in by Turner. Down low to Connick. Ben Connick trying to get it out into the front of the net. A little bit more battling happening and they score! I told you earlier I thought it was going to be Liam Hene who broke the ice. And I don't know much, but I had a feeling. And it is 22 in white who breaks the goose egg. And that cuts the lead to 5-1 for the Riptide. The Stars are on the board. Now the Riptide looking to get that one right back. Hene kind of chops at it. Here's McEntee. Back to Keogh. Sent forward. Jax Myers centers. Here's Mood. He's already got 3. Why not look for more? Instead he finds Jace Myers in front and he scores. There's the immediate answer from the Riptide. And this line, my goodness, it's been good. On top of 4 of the 6 goals, they have just driven play, and Jace Myers was left all alone there. And he gets the job done, restores the 5-goal lead for the Riptide. And now, again, it's back to the ice, the Stars, to do something on the ice to try and get back into this one. Harper down low. He's pushed off the puck, but Bagalo's there to help. And I think the puck may have gotten onto the back of the net, but it pops off. Now here's Harper. Being watched very closely by Broderick. Still gets to center it. Hartman going back for it. Gavin Hartman working around the net. Works it out to Hines. He fires. And Publicover makes the stop. 1:11 left now in the second period. 6-1 is the score for the Riptide. Again, 3 goals here for Jackson Mood in this one. And the most recent here coming from Jace Myers as play gets back underway. And that one squeaks out in front. Cooper Roach with it. Watched closely there by Nael Kaid, and that allows the Stars to come out with it. That was McNeil trying to send it forward, but Lou intercepts. Over to McCollum. Turned over. Connick with the shot. That one just wide. Hene in there again. I would say Hene has been the Stars' best player so far, at least best player not named Wyatt Publicover. As we're down to 30 seconds remaining in this second period. McNeil's got his man pressed up against the boards. And Hene comes out with it. Tries to float it up there to Connick. Now Hene trying to jam it home. 15 seconds left in the period. Riptide just wanting to get it out. And McNeil keeps it in. A bit of a dive there to do so. Unintentional dive, and unfortunately a too many men on the ice call coming. Bit of a chaotic change. And no, that's just going to be an offside by the looks of things. Just a little bit of unfortunate timing there for the Stars. Again, that happens on those second period changes. And Myers will send it down, and that's how the second period's going to end. So, the Riptide really finding their flow in the second with 4 or 5 more goals. And that's going to make it a 6-1 game as we head to the third. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll bring you the rest of this one. All right, folks, here we go. We're back for the third period of this 2011 division matchup. Riptide leading the Nova Scotia Stars 6-1. But Rose would certainly love to get on the board, as would McDonald. They bring it in for the Stars. Now Jax Myers. Heading out the other way here. That was Jace Myers as that one goes offside. And we're just about at the point of determining playoff matchups. Keep an eye on the tournament website for some of those listings. I know we've got a few updated here for this afternoon that we're going to be streaming. And those will begin in about a couple hours' time. As that's Hines handling it. Can't get it past McDonald, who in turn can't get it past Hines. Bit of a board battle here. And trying to poke that one forward was O'Keefe. Eventually gets the turnover to Hartman. Now Hartman tries to work his way in. He gets the puck back. Watched there by McDonald. Another board battle here in the corner. Hartman works his way out front. That one tipped. That was O'Keefe, nearly on the doorstep for his second of the game. Just couldn't quite get the handle on it. Now Hartman tried to shield it, but instead headed back the other way is Rose, but he loses that. Here's Griffin. Trying to get past the forecheck of Rose. Sends it around to Hines. Tyson Hines now. Tries to go up the middle. That one blocked by Nahas. Now here's Roach. Cooper Roach loses that one. McNeil pokes it away. And here's Gates. Bagwell taken down there. No call. And here's Roach. Dishes off to Bagwell. He winds and fires. Publicover the stop. 9:51 to go now in the third period. Riptide leading this one 6-1. The faceoff will come to Wyatt Publicover's right. Draw one back by the Riptide. That'll be sent on net by Lou. That just wide. Now here's Jax Myers. Left for Jace Myers. Myers shoots. Public cover the save. 9:38 to go now in the third. So we'll try it all over again. Another face-off to public cover's right. Bit of a scramble. Controlled now by the Stars. McEntee will send it back down, though. So it'll be Broderick behind his own net. Broderick sends it back around. Keaton going to get there. And we got another whistle, as I believe that one went out of play. So again, the faceoff will be back inside the Stars zone. 9:18 to go in this one. And again, it's a 6-1 lead for the Riptide. Cannon wins that draw. Niall Kaid sends it around. Kept in. That was Keogh at the blue line. Now Roach tries to work it out front. Gates pushing for it in the corner. Sim battling with him. And Cannon's able to poke it free. Sent forward. McDonald kind of poked off of it there by Keogh, who nearly turns it over. Wakeham would have had a clear path to the net if he'd gotten a hold of that. And McEntee goes over to Roach. Up the middle, now here's David Bagelol. Bagelol in the corner. That one just kind of shuttled away. Now here's McDonald. Up to Mason Wakeham. Has that one poked away. Here's Cannon. Miller Cannon here. Loses the handle, and now Hines. Forward to Jace Myers. Ripley pokes that one away briefly, but here's Jackson Mood. Now McDonald. Back the other way. That being, I believe, Felix McDonald. And now headed down the other way were the Riptide, but Wyan sent that one forward. Here's McDonald again. McDonald's got it. And that one gloved confidently by Carter Hennessy. As hopefully we're not seeing too much of a frame drop here. Face-off will come to the left of Carter Hennessy. One cleanly here by the Riptide, and here comes Hartman the other way. Gavin Hartman. Still battling for it along the boards. Stars send it across. It'll be Wyand going for it. Lucas Wyand has that one go over the stick of Lou. Now that was Rose on the forecheck. Everybody on side here. As the Riptide try and move it forward. This is Hartman. Gavin Hartman again. Kept in by Lou. Can't fully wind up on the slapper, but Hartman's there to intercept. Turner down. Turner getting the goalie stick back in place here for public cover, who's lost it. And Turner tries to shovel it up. Here's McEntee. Public cover gets the stick back. Ripley will shovel that one into the corner. 6.5 to go in this one. And here's Ripley. Set up the boards. That one out of reach. And with 6:20 to go, that's going to be icing. And the face-off will come to Wyatt Public Cover's left. And so again, our next matchup on Rink B, it's initially scheduled as this was a 12:15 start, so 1:30 would be next, as we're seeing another scramble in front. Bouncing puck. Gates can't quite get a handle on it. McEntee trying to get there. And Publicover is able to glove it. Bit of a mad scramble there, as 3 or 4 Riptide forwards were up on it. But again, nobody could beat Wyatt Publicover. Down to 6:02 remaining in this one. And yeah, our 130 contest is another 2011 division matchup. And it features the ECI Select and New Brunswick Ice, both teams we've seen already. As play continues here in this one. This is McNeil. Tries to send it back to Broderick. Leaves that one behind. And now Keaton able to slap it around. Hene tries to send it forward, but that's intercepted. Still, they'll try the other side. And they're able to get it past Hines. And icing's waved off, so Connick's going to win that foot race. Centering pass, Hennessy's going to glove that one down. 5:13 to go. 5:12. And again, the Riptide looking awfully good here. The way things have gone. Again, this is their second game of the day. It's worth remembering that. And the faceoff will come to Carter Hennessy's left. Here's Lou. Over to McCollum. Sim, I think he kept it in. But everybody tags up anyway. McCollum. Sim keeps it in that time for sure. Hennessy steers that aside. Now here's Lou. Over to Luca McCollum. Lou and Luca, that's a fun pairing. Now here's Hartman. Hartman with Harper, that's another fun pairing. And the third member of that trio, O'Keefe, nearly got that one to go. Now back the other way, here's Cannon. And Wakeham just a step ahead of the play, offside. 4:28 to go in this contest. And again, by the looks of it, things running about 15 to 20 minutes ahead of schedule here on Rink B at McLaughlin Arena today. Not that we've had a ton of straight time, mind you, but just the way the flow of the game's been going. It's just kind of led to things going a little bit faster. As Bagalow cuts to the middle of the ice, leaves it for Keogh. Rebound in front. I think Roach might have stepped on the puck and gone down. Now here's Gates. Gates pushed off of that puck. Rose back there battling. He's been solid at both ends of the ice. Has number 91, Sam Rose. And now he's trying to bring it out again. He does get it out. Ripley trying to support. And now here's Wyand. Sent forward. Nahas battling Keogh for it. And that'll be eventually sent down into the Riptide end. McEntee with it. Sent forward. Nice stretch pass. Finds Jace Myers. Now Mood breaking up the middle. Jackson Mood nearly had his fourth of the game. He was coming in like a blur there. But just couldn't get it to go. And now Ben Connick back the other way. Gets it to Hines at center ice. Now Griffin. Down low. A couple of Riptide players colliding here. And eventually it'll come out to Hines. Cutting through the middle of the ice. Hines taking off the puck. Takes a little bit of a spill there, but it looks like he's going to be all right. Matter of fact, he got the puck back. Nearly poked it out to Jax Myers. But instead, it's going to be the Stars clearing. And Griffin goes off the glass. Connick tried to reverse that one, but instead, it's the Riptide coming back in. Jax Myers. Nearly had that one, but McNeil back the other way now. McNeil, he's got Connick going to the net. McNeil shoots. That one just wide. Now Hartman. Cut off the puck there by Hene. Now the Riptide regroup. McCollum. Swung around to Hartman. Now here's Harper. Teddy Harper. Back to Hartman. That shot just wide. Now Wakeham. He's able to get that one out. Here's Hartman. Harper can't quite handle that. So Sim will try and restart things. Instead, it's turned over to Hartman. Gavin Hartman with an opening, and he scores! Gavin Hartman, he had a couple this morning as well. So certainly he's got a nose for the net. And with 1:25 to go, he picks that top corner, and it makes it a 7-1 game in favor of the Riptide. And off the draw, Riptide control it again. Keogh. Over to McEntee. Turned over. Wakeham nearly got a shot off. And down into the near corner. Wakeham tries to center. Instead, it finds Cooper Roach. There for Gates. Those two have been a pretty dynamic duo. A little bit smaller in stature, but certainly speedy as we're into the final minute of this third period. Keogh. He cuts into the middle and he scores. And with that being 8-1, that is going to bring straight time in for the remaining 45 seconds. So essentially it's just going to boil down to a face-off here and maybe one or two rushes. But again, an 8-1 hockey game now, 28 seconds left at the time of the puck drop. Riptide back the other way, looking for one more maybe. Jax Myers. You know he'd love dearly to get on the board. Again, he's been kind of snake-bitten here in this one. And wrap around. Jace Myers had the 4x6 and came up with 0 that time. But Jax Myers with another chance for Jace. Big stop there by Publicover. And that's how this game's going to end. As the Riptide pick up their second win in a matter of hours. A convincing 8-1 win over the Nova Scotia Stars. And we'll come back in a minute to get the player of the game announcements from both sides. And yeah, I can't argue with that one. Scarlett Turner, she was really solid on defense here for the Stars in this one. And her team recognizing that. And Teddy Harper picks up player of the game honors here for the Riptide. And again, his teammates acknowledging Harper's effort here as well. And again, we're getting closer and closer to playoff time. And as I say, we've got a couple of matchups announced. They're on the Oyster Cup website, the official schedule. And again, those are coming up this afternoon, so the hockey's just going to get better and better. And we hope you stay with us as we continue our coverage of the 2022 Andrews Hockey Oyster Cup in just a little bit. But for me, I'll be signing off here for a little bit now. And it'll be a new voice taking over from here on. So again, hopefully you enjoyed the first 4 games here today. And hopefully you decide to enjoy a little bit more hockey as we go along.